Schools in KwaZulu-Natal could not open for registration in preparation for the opening of schools in the coastal provinces later this week. Close to 200 schools were damaged by recent storms. Mobile classrooms have been provided for schools that were severely affected. Simpiwe Makanya was in Pietermaritzburg and filed this report.
The KwaZulu-Natal Education Department is preparing for the opening of schools come Wednesday. Of course, we know that the province in some parts of Pietermaritzburg and surrounding areas was severely affected by recent storms. But to get a sense of just how the state of readiness is proceeding with regards to this, let us welcome the MEC for Education in KwaZulu-Natal, MEC KwaZulu-Natal. Thank you very much for your time, MEC.
Thank you so much.
Wednesday, back to school. Will the province of KwaZulu-Natal be ready for this?
Well, the province is ready. Actually, all our schools were supposed to reopen today to receive the educators. It's only those schools around the area of Ladysmith which we said they must not open because of bad weather conditions in that area. We have had to prioritize the safety of these educators. But in terms of the systems that we have put in place, all our schools in the province are ready to receive the educators as well as the learners on Wednesday.
Let's talk about the issue of mobile classrooms, MEC. You know, the last time I checked, I think the report was indicating that over 288 will be required across the province in those affected schools. In terms of the status now as it stands, is that still the case, and have all those mobile classrooms been provided?
The number is increasing as schools continue to report more damage because of the continuing inclement weather conditions. So definitely the number is increasing. The department is hard at work to procure all those that have been quantified. Obviously, we are going to be adding more based on the number of reports that we continue to receive. But what is comforting is that even if we don't provide them by Wednesday, all our schools will be able to receive the learners because we are still following the rotational timetabling. So all the schools that have been affected have indicated that they can use certain classes that were not affected. But that does not mean that we should not then speed up the process of providing mobile classrooms. So the process is ongoing. The team from the department has been indicating that in fact delivery should be starting tomorrow in some of the schools. Some of the schools did get them last week, because there are those where we had to move them from schools that were the new schools that have been built in the province. So we have had to remove mobile classrooms from those schools and those that have been repaired to deploy them where there has been damage. So there are schools that have received mobile classrooms. There are those that will be received from tomorrow onwards.
Have you been able, MEC, to quantify the extent of the damage in terms of the financial aspect of it in the entire province?
Not yet. The technical team is still working on it, but there's so much damage. These weather conditions are really causing havoc, not only in terms of infrastructure. You will have seen here that even these textbook and stationery were basically destroyed. So now, beyond providing the infrastructure, we have to buy new stationery and textbook for learners so that they don't get affected in terms of teaching and learning.
Are you ready when it comes to the provision of PPEs in the schools, MEC? That's still the big issue. I mean, with COVID-19 still with us.
Yeah, we are ready. We are ready. In fact, delivery is taking place, has been taking place since last week. We don't anticipate challenges in that regard because we had budgeted for the reopening of school in terms of the procurement of PPEs, and all the processes were started actually last year, such that now we're just dealing with delivery. So we're not anticipating any challenges in that regard.
Thank you very much for your time. That's the MEC for Education in KwaZulu-Natal, MEC KwaZulu-Natal, giving us a breakdown of just how the province is proceeding when it comes to the state of readiness to open schools on Wednesday.